Hello everybody of the Marvel Rivals channel. Hi. Welcome to what is temporary solutions. Don't know if this camera is going to work particularly well, but this is going to be a really cool video as there's been a new dev diary. So shout out to Miller Ross, who basically encapsulates everything that's been mentioned from this dev diary, this dev talk, talking about the games. Just like there's massive news, as he even puts, huge beta news, console only, crossplay, pick and ban system, and cross progression. Cross progression, I think, is very important because a lot of players were talking about this. That if they, I've got I've got PS4, but if I had a PS5, then at least, no, I've got an Xbox. I have got an Xbox. Everything's in boxes at the moment, quite apt. But yeah, I could progress on there and maybe get some exclusive skins or something and go between different consoles. So yeah, here's a bit of a summary from Miller on this. More than 5 times the amount of participants will be invited to the closed beta than the closed alpha. So that basically means that you're taking 30,000 people, or is it 20,000? Let's go 20,000 times 5. That's 100,000 people will be in the beta. That's not great, but it could be alright because at least if those 100,000 people get in, get a code, and then share it out amongst other people, then you could see a huge amount of people being on offer. Also, I'm sounding a bit nasally because I picked up a bug. I was unwell. I've got a cold or something. So apologies. I will be less nasally in future. Servers in North America, Europe, and Asia. Closed alpha was US only. Choose the server you want to play on, which is good, especially if you're playing with friends. You can be specific to whatever the location you're going to be playing in. Cross-region play will be supported in the closed beta, though latency may suffer, and that's something we do need to bear in mind. If you don't know already, it's a closed beta. It doesn't mean that this is the finished article, and also NetEase need to get an idea of server load and what they can actually deliver to you, the player. So do bear that in mind. And it's a free game at the moment, so that's still something that's pretty good. Server tick rate increased to 60. Okay. Server is going to be so important. Latency, as we said, is going to be an issue. Ping, high, low, whatever. Support for 9 languages: English, German, French, Italian, Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, and traditional Chinese. So that's good to brush up on your Mandarin. Venom confirmed to be Vanguard, and Adam Warlock Strategist, which I think a lot of us knew was going to happen. They just exhibit those particular qualities, and I think that was something that even was mentioned back a little while ago. I can't remember with it. Shin Shibua, if I'm saying it right, will also be updated to support the new thematic environmental destruction feature shown off in the last trailer on Spider Island, where spider bots work to keep certain structures in place after they're destroyed, which is really good because I know a lot of people were not complaining, but it was a valid criticism to say, look, once everything is destroyed, it's kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of debris, and how the debris system works isn't particularly great, but at least something that allows them to keep a status or stasis, for like a building structure, column of supporting a structure is going to be very important as well. Various effects and HUD elements have been enhanced to improve hit and impact feedback, as well as increased player situational awareness. So that's really good. Needed, very much so. You need to understand your peripheral vision. You also need to move around in game in a way that's and understand what's in your peripheral vision, movement around, hitboxes as well for these new skins, very important. Balance updates, that's nerfs in a nutshell. Cosmic selection, pick and ban system now active for the upper tiers of ranked play and for special events. Interesting. This is something that in some of the games that I play, especially now Marvel Contest of Champions, you get something called a pick and ban system, where you get to ban certain characters that others aren't able to use. This is more of like a high-end competitive line. I don't know if this is something that is going to be frustrating or good. It could be like, I personally like to use Punisher. I do a lot of damage with Punisher. It is my lead hero, but if for whatever reason that it was banned, I'd be pretty annoyed about that. But at the same time, it might be like, okay, so our team is going to run Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, and something else, and maybe some other heroes as well. But a good counter to those would be something like Punisher, like Venom, like several other characters, but for whatever reason, ban them. And that's good strategy, but it could be very frustrating for others. What are your thoughts on that? Put it in the comments. Anyway, past lives. A knockout cam system implemented. That's fun. That's fun. I think there was something that we saw at the end of like Victorious. If you're victorious or you know die or whatever, don't win, defeated. I think there was something there that you got to see back previous things as well. But there you go. Focus selection controller functionality update. That's good. We need that for those that run on controller. I'm still a PC person. I will continue to be keyboard and mouse, just like the movement. I've just adapted to it better than I have with controller. Friends list is now cross-platform. That's good, but there's some very weird stuff with this because it says cross-play seems to be locked on for casual mode, but can be toggled on and off for ranked. And that's fine. That's cool because you could be like playing with your friends. Cross-playing, but then it says console-only cross-play toggle will also be available on PS5, Xbox Series platform. So the way that I'm reading that is you can have, if say PS5 and Xbox players are not enjoying playing against PC players, they can be specific in just saying, well, I want to play console only. This is why you see like Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone. The annoying thing about that is not being able to specify. I don't think you can specify, but I quit playing Warzone about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. So, and now I've played for years, through COVID, years played Call of Duty Warzone. So having that level of functionality to say, I don't want to play console players, or say I don't want to play PC players, because people say that PC players have an advantage over those that are console players. Like each to their own with that particular assessment. Cross progression teased, but definitely won't be up for the closed beta. So that's good. That's good. At some point we will get cross progression, but obviously things take time. Yeah, it's honestly been a I did not expect us to see any kind of like update at all in the situation of this game. And yeah, all those stuff have been mentioned and teased in this particular document. I'm going to get some sleep in a minute and also like rest because I need to do that. But check out some of the stuff. I'll put a link in the description to the dev diary. Also, shout out to Miller Ross. We'll put a link to Miller Ross's Twitter in the bio. And yeah, thank you very much for supporting. I look forward to making some content next week, especially when I'm sounding better and I've sorted out all this tech issues and stuff as I've moved into this new house. But cheers, thanks very much, and yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye, everybody.